Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And today I am going to be talking about my biggest position in my portfolio, Neo stock. And Neo had a pretty big day. Usually, Neo doesn't have these huge red days because if you look in the past few months, in the past month, it really hasn't been a big day like the day where it's gone reds. And as you see here, even like in a whole week, it could go down 10%. But in the span of one day, it went down 7.56%. It really doesn't happen that much. The last time we had a pretty big correction for Neo stock was on November 23rd to December 14th, where we had a 26% downward correction. And if we keep seeing the markets going down, correcting a little bit, then we might see Neo dropping even lower. I could see Neo dropping back down to the even $50 mark, which in that case would have Neo down from 66.99 at its all-time highs of Monday, which it hit on Monday, $66.99, and right now it's at 56.18. So if you would have bought today at the close or even close to the close, you would have got a $10 discount from its highs, or even more than a $10 discount, apparently over 13% discount from its all-time highs, which is honestly a pretty good deal if you guys want to get into Neo stock for the long run, because now you could just ride it up from here all the way to brand new all-time highs whenever that happens, which in my honest predictions, I believe that Neo could hit all-time highs most likely by March, when it starts announcing its earnings on March 17th. That's when I feel like we could probably hit new all-time highs. And most likely it would be like the same thing that happened before when they announced diluted the shareholders to get more capital. Most likely we might see another dip like that where we can hit Neo could hit probably $50 or even high 40s, and then it would slowly recover until earnings comes, because that's going to be a big catalyst for Neo stock. And if, as I know that Neo always breaks expectations, break records, high expectations for them, and they still outperform everything, that they would most likely beat their expectations for their earnings and get one step closer to profitability, like how Tesla was. Except Neo has done it in a way faster pace, and we see Neo most likely going back to all-time highs by March, which I predict to hit around $70 most likely, or even higher than $70. I believe we can probably hit $75 by March, if not by the end of March, which would be basically $19 to $20 from here, which is honestly a really good percentage upwards. It's gonna be like 30% upwards, or even close to 30%, which is a pretty nice gain if you want to do a swing trade. But if you're in for the long run, I'll just be purchasing shares. I probably predict that on Tuesday or next week we're probably gonna see some consolidation or even some downward movement if there's no exciting news or anything. Most likely we will see what happened from November to December 14th, a little downward trend. I don't expect to hit 40s unless the market just corrects. Every stock just corrects, then we would probably see that. But most likely, I don't predict that we would see it unless more bad news would come out. But most likely, I would see Neo trading around this level, 250 to low 50s, for a while until it starts rebounding backwards and hitting all-time highs by earnings in March, which I'm actually super excited for. I'm really looking forward to that. So if you guys haven't jumped into Neo stock, if I had some money right now and I wanted to start a position in a stock, I'll probably jump in at Neo and slowly average downwards, because I believe that Neo might drop a little bit before it starts going back up to all-time highs. So just if you really want to get into Neo stock, this might be a good opportunity to do so. $10 discount from all-time highs previously, and pay attention because we might just see more downward movement for Neo. And yeah, let me know how many shares you guys have. I actually got to my goal of 200 shares. I don't know if I want to add more shares to it. Maybe over time, I'll get some more money into my account and add some more shares. If I see some more dips, then of course I'm gonna have to buy some more. But yeah, that's the little Neo update. That's kind of my take on what's going on with Neo and what I believe is going to happen to Neo by earnings. I believe it will trend around this levels to low 50s, and then it will slowly recover back up before earnings. And then once earnings comes, and they most likely will break expectations, be expectations that they will get skyrocket past their all-time highs of 66.99 or 67, and most likely make their way up to 70 to $75. How they did with Neo Day, where they just got that out of the water and made it from the previous all-time highs of $57 to new all-time highs of 66.99 or $67. So from there, it was a $12 upward movement from their last all-time highs to their new all-time highs of 66.99. So that's my take on Neo. Just let me know how you guys are doing. I know today was a tough day. Let me know if you guys bought some shares of Neo, because this is honestly a pretty good opportunity to jump in if you haven't jumped in already. And peace out.